Good morning, SJSH, and welcome to May 1st. Here are your Friday morning announcements. First, report cards are almost finished. So there's a few high schooler report cards that we just have to finish up. They are going to be mailed out next week on Friday, May 8th. Please just keep in mind that the mail is a little bit slow these days, so you'll get it sometime the following week. Semester 3 starts on Monday for our high school students. The Edmodo codes were sent out yesterday. Please make sure that your child has signed into their new class so that their class can start on Monday morning, bright and early at 8:30 with their Zoom lessons. So again, Zoom lessons will be posted in their new Edmodo classes. So have your child sign into their new Edmodo class this weekend. The May newsletter will be sent home later today. I'm still working on it, but I'll have it out to you sometime before the end of the day today. My shout outs. Okay, I have quite a number of them. First and foremost, I have a shout out to both Eric and Dominic Cortez. Dominic has been fighting some wisdom teeth coming in, molars coming in, and he's been really struggling, but he still is persevering and pursuing his work. And both his parents are really proud of him. And Eric has been doing his absolute best to help out his brother and help out around the house and get his work done too. So huge shout out to the Cortez boys for doing such an amazing job this week. I'm really proud of both of you. Next, there's a teacher shout out, both to Mrs. R and Miss Ostrander. So Miss Ramirez and Miss Ostrander, we thank you so much for all the hard work that you're doing and all the help that you're giving parents and all the help that you're giving your little ones. You have two of the youngest classes in the whole school, and you're still working so hard every single day to keep them engaged, to keep them going. We are so proud of all that hard work that you're doing. You are being so supportive to your families. We thank you very much for everything that you're doing. Thank you. Next shout out goes to Amar Jupik. Amar, you were very focused in your Zoom meeting the other day with Miss Farrell. You completed all of your work. You've been reading stories and you've been having lots of enthusiasm while reading. Great job, Amar. Another one goes out to Zach Cole. Zach, you've been going above and beyond and doing more assignments and more work in math than what has been assigned and doing all of your work online. You've been achieving high marks on your spelling tests and demonstrating really strong mental math skills. Way to go, Zach. Next shout out goes to Dawn Cole, so the mummy of Zach. You're a registered nurse, and although it says you're not presently working, but you are doing a lot of IT with private clinics and giving assistance to medical staff when they need it. Thank you, Dawn. Everything that you're doing is very appreciative, or we appreciate it very much. So thank you for everything you're doing. The next shout out goes to another one of our parents, Dr. Mensa, Dr. Albert Mensa. He's a family doctor in the region. Thank you for everything that you're doing with your patients and for all of our people in our community. We really appreciate it, Dr. Mensa. Another one goes out to another parent, Kristen Slade. So Mrs. Slade, you work at the hospital as a nurse. It says here we're not quite sure what department, and maybe you can help us out, but thank you so much for all the hard work that you're doing. Another parent shout out goes to the Glogowski family. You have a grocery store that you've been keeping open and servicing the community and offering lots of food services to the people. So thank you so much to the Glogowski family for continuing to keep our community fed. The next shout out goes to Emma Peebles. This is from Mrs. Brown, Miss Brown. She says, you've been hardworking, very independent. You're making sure all of your work is done properly, and you've been working really hard to get top marks. She also asks for extra work to do on her own if she feels she needs more practice in math or language. So proud of you. A next shout out goes to Mr. Gore Jr., one of our teachers. Right from the very start, you were organized and structured. Your math classes are amazing and great. Your expectations are always very clear, and parents and students appreciate the extra time that you spend with students to help them. Thank you so much, Mr. Gore. Continuing, this next shout out is also for Mr. Gore, but this time as Sensei. So Sensei Gore, this shout out goes to you. It says that you inspire your students to practice every day through your free online Zoom classes that he graciously provides all the karate students, but also all students at SJSH. And that's in addition to all of your daily teaching. It says you're a busy coach that always maintains a calm and relaxed attitude and maintains a sense of focused balance that everybody should aspire to. Even when you're tired, you still show up, and he teaches and he never gives up. It says you're very inspirational to all of your karate students and all of your students in general. Again, thank you, Sensei. Okay, next shout outs. I have another shout out for Emma Peebles. So good job, Emma. Says again, you're completing all of your work. You're never missing classes. You're constantly on top of things, which is awesome. I have 2 shout outs for you. That's great, Emma. The next shout out is Room 9 as a whole. It says you have class every day, and there's challenges that you try to complete together to lift each other's spirits and work as a team. It says this past challenge was to have everyone sign into the Zoom meetings with 5 minutes before the class started, and they're currently on day 9. And they wanted to make sure their challenges got included in this video. Miss Brown says she's in constant awe when it comes to her students' hard work. They are present, participating, keeping up so well. A huge congratulations from Miss Brown to Room 9. Thank you so much. The next shout out, 2 of our high school students. Shout outs go to Matea and Braden. It says, Braden has been so engaged during our novel study. Oh, they're doing The Giver, by the way. If you've not read The Giver, it's so fantastic. I highly recommend that book. But anyway, Braden has been so focused on his novel study and sharing unique theories and ideas that have made the class very interesting. And Matea's work during math has been very exemplary. She's working very hard. She's participating meaningfully and has put forth lots of effort to always show her best work. 2 great students. Congratulations, Braden and Matea. The next shout out. Oh, here's another shout out for Eric Cortez. It says, here's a shout out for Eric Cortez. He's practicing really hard in his math skills. He's doing his work on time, and he's always participating in the Zoom meetings. The next shout out from Mrs. Ramirez goes to Beth. Beth is always trying her best, and she consistently finishes her assignments on time. And then the next one is Chloe Cole. It says, Mom has mentioned that she's more independent, and that allows Mom to help the 2 boys. And she's always ahead of the game. Great job. And then there's a couple of quick parent shout outs too. Charles Tenke, he's a doctor in the region. Again, we want to thank you, Charles, for all the hard work that you've been putting into your patients and your community. And Maylin's mom, you are a nurse. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for all of the hard work that you've been putting in over this time period. Next shout out goes to Jaden Mensa. Jaden, you always show up for your Zoom classes with a smile on your face and a positive attitude. You're very respectful of the classroom Zoom rules, and you're very passionate about advocating books on EPIC with the class. Thank you, Jaden. The next one from Miss Schumer goes out to Harry McLennan. Harry, you've done an amazing job self-motivating at home. He hands in his work on time. He has great focus in the Zoom classes. You show great respect for Zoom and with your peers and teacher daily. Way to go, Harry. Keep up that great work. I'm really proud of you, and so is Miss Schumer. The next shout out goes to another Mensa, but this time Pauline Mensa. You need a huge shout out. You have volunteered to make a lot of masks for families for nothing in return other than some donations to the food bank. So thank you so much, Pauline, for all of the hard work that you've been putting in, making masks, caps, gowns for all the frontline workers and all of our SJSH families. We are very proud of you and very thankful for all of your hard work. Thank you very much. The next shout out goes to another parent, this time to Diane McLeod. Diane, she works and manages at the Cambridge Self-Help Food Bank. until they hire an executive director. So she's been putting in a lot of time lately. You are working with people who are experiencing homelessness, ensuring that our most vulnerable population and people in our community are receiving the basics and are staying safe from the virus. You're at the food bank in person, keeping everything going and working directly with the clients. Diane, thank you so much for all of your hard work. Our community needs people like you, and we are so proud of you, and thank you for everything you're doing. The last shout out that I have for today, but it's definitely not the least, please keep those shout outs coming in. I love giving them. I love mentioning, acknowledging our students, our staff, and our parents. So again, please send them in. But our last shout out, and definitely not our least shout out, today goes to Basil. Basil, yay! You are one of our newer students. You joined us in February, but you have been working so hard. Mrs. Kelly says she's so proud of how hard you're working, getting everything done. You're asking questions. You're taking part of the class discussions. She is so proud of your performance, and so am I. Basil, way to go! All right. Now on to the pizza day draw, the pizza day. Again, this is one of my favorite parts of the day. I'm so proud of everybody. The first class that I've selected to get pizza today is Miss Lewis's class. Miss Lewis's class, I think I've said this before, you just keep going and going and going. And this is getting it harder and harder to choose different classes because I'm just trying to spread the pizza wealth around, because all of my students and all of my classes have just been amazing. So I'm going to draw a name from Miss Lewis's class, and then we'll be contacting you shortly to get your pizza. And the name for today is Marco. Marco, we're going to be contacting you shortly to see what you would like on your pizza. The next class is my grade 10 class. So my grade 10s, all my high school students actually, they've been working so hard over this last week, getting their summatives in, handing things in, finishing their semester 2 courses, and then getting ready to start their third semester courses. So grade 10s, I'm going to select a name, and I'm going to call one of you to see what you would like on your pizza. And my name today is Raina. Raina, I will be calling you shortly to get some pizza to you. Congratulations. The next class that I've selected because of their hard work and because I haven't selected them in a while and they definitely need recognition is Miss Towers's class. So this grade 2-3 class, man, you are rock stars. I'm so proud of all of you. So the person who gets the pizza today is, oh, this one works. I gave them a shout out. The Glogowskis. Peter, you are getting pizza today. I'm going to be calling you shortly to see what you would like on your pizza. Next, Mrs. R. Oh, that's upside down. Mrs. R. I'm going to be choosing someone for Mrs. R's class. Again, one of our youngest classes, some of our hardest working students. So proud of all of you. So the name who is going to be selected, Lucas. I'm going to call you today, Lucas, to see what you would like on your pizza. Now, normally I select 4 classes, but this week I had a really hard time just choosing 4 classes. So I've selected one more class today, and that's Miss Kelly's class. You've been working really, really hard every single day, showing up, getting your work done, working with Mrs. Kelly. I'm just so proud of you, grade 8s and grade 7s. You are so ready to go on to high school next year. So I am so proud of you. So I get to select somebody from here to get some pizza today. Oh! Basil, I'm going to be calling you as well, and you'll get some pizza. It's nice when it all works out like that. I am so proud of all of you. Thank you so much, SJSH. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend, so get out there, enjoy the sun. I can't wait for semester 3 to start. Again, look out for the May newsletter that's coming out later today, and your report cards will be out next week. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, SJSH.